Well, despite the heat, you may find it hard to do nothing during the summer months. With lawn care, gardening, and vacations that have you walking all over the place, this is also the season for injuries. 2 News fitness expert Wes Cole is here this morning to share some great exercises to injury-proof our bodies.
Injury-proof our body. This is the season of injuries, especially the low back and the knees. We're going to go over some great exercises today.
The first exercise is the dumbbell deadlift.
Well, you know, according to a lot of the experts, the deadlift is just a supreme lift because it works so many different muscle groups. So one of the reasons I like it is it teaches us that same story. You always hear, you know, lift with your legs, not with your back. Problem is this is something a skill that needs to be trained. So if you don't pick heavy things up very often, you can't be expected to do that. But coming out here, the cool thing about the deadlift is it enforces you to use your legs as you push up. Beth's arms are almost like cables, and she's pushing through. Now she's using a very light dumbbell, but she can, you know, at 110 pounds, you know, she can deadlift 135 pounds. So I want all the women to realize their strength capabilities on this and realize just how strong you can get your legs and back. Thank you, Beth. But it's a very practical exercise. How often do you have to, you know, pick a box up from the ground?
Yeah, all the time.
And I guarantee you, it's a great feeling after you've been practicing. You pick that box up and you feel your legs just drive through. It's basically a deadlift.
You're not using that back.
Absolutely.
That's the key. Okay, the next exercise is the goblet squat.
Well, this is a great exercise that I actually teach my clients to squat properly. Beth, coming out here. The thing about squat is oftentimes when I tell people to keep the weight on their heels and kind of poke their bottom out, they feel like they're going backwards. Putting the weight in front of your body, just like that, helps counterbalance. And one of the great things I love about this goblet squat is it enforces, it's another practical type movement. I mean, how often, thank you, Beth, you can stop now. How often do you have to pick up a box and put it up in front of your chest like you're holding groceries or something? And what part of the body is stressed most importantly when you're picking a box up off the shelf? It's the low back and the legs. Well, if you do this enough, your low back, it's a muscle just like anything else. And if you strengthen it, it'll get stronger and more resistant to injury. This is one of those things that you'll definitely feel if you do goblet squats a couple times a week when you're carrying those groceries out. You'll feel a little bit of tightness, a little bit more security. You'll feel like you're almost wearing I had a coach once tell me it feels like you're wearing a kind of a virtual belt.
Yeah, and your legs are getting so much stronger too.
Absolutely.
All right, the next one is the farmer walk.
Now this exercise, if someone would see, I have a lot of people do this at my gym. They're going back and forth. We do it in 50-yard little increments, and people are looking. They're like, "What is this?" But Beth, coming out here, it's very simple. You pick up something real heavy. Now this is light. This is just for demonstration, and you just walk. And Beth's marching in place right now. But you walk in about 40, 50-yard increments. Beth usually uses anywhere from 35 to 50-pound dumbbells holding these. It works your neck. It works your grip. It works your forearms. It works your legs. And
you're just walking.
And you're just walking. And I know, and people will think, well, this is not really much of a workout. Try it, and you'll be humbled by just how hard of a work it is. Thank you, Beth. And like I said, you'll be so sore in the neck, and it's one of those things that next time you're carrying bags of groceries,
you'll feel it.
You'll feel it, definitely.
All right, good stuff. All right, time to answer a couple questions from our viewers. This first question comes from Kylie. What's the difference between pushing myself and exercising too hard?
You know, I think that's something that everybody's got to kind of learn. I'm a big believer in taking it slow at first, because I believe in what you kind of call that negative connection to exercise. If you go into it really quick, it's been my experience, and you start pushing yourself to the point where you're puking. I always tell people there's no such thing as a puking index. So if you're throwing up, that's your body telling you that you're doing something too hard. So you just kind of go at your own pace, but just remember, it's kind of like the rule of thumb. You know, a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort is a normal thing. Pain, sharp pain, especially in the muscles, you know, getting dizzy. That's your body trying to force you to stop because you're about to hurt something. Sometimes pain and discomfort is a good thing because it's telling us what we shouldn't be doing.
There's a line there.
Absolutely.
Fine line. Okay, the next question comes from Rena. How much sugar per day is too much sugar?
Well, you know, I would really like people to get out of the habit of eating just, you know, anything with added sugar during the day. You know, just natural sucrose sugar. If you want, I like people to stick to fruit, maybe even a little bit of juice. I always tell people when they shop, stay on the outside aisles, hit their dairy, their produce, vegetables. The thing about it is, though, is, you know, I have a candy bar every once in a while. You know, it's not poison. It's not going to kill you. Remember, toxicologists have a saying, everything has a toxicity level. Even water has a toxicity level. So the thing about it is it takes an awful lot of sugar to really do you a lot of harm. But everything in moderation. You know, maybe you have one splurge a day. I think you'll be all right.
Key, moderation.
And you'll enjoy it more.
Exactly. You have to splurge.
Absolutely.
All right. If you have a question that you'd like Wes to answer, just go to the Weekend Morning section of our website, kjrh.com. Click on the Habitual Health link, or give Wes a call, 918-749-0960, or visit his gym on 46th, just east of Sheridan.